Hey guys, Jason here. Today we're going to show you how to test the water valve on a Kenmore washer. You might need to test this part if your washer won't fill with water. Before we get started, take a second to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us create more repair guides to help you do it yourself. With over 2 million products in stock and the know-how to help you do it yourself, we are AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we'll need a multimeter, flatblade screwdriver, and a putty knife. While you're getting those together, please remember to keep safety first. Normally you should unplug your appliance before you do any work on it. But today we're testing for live voltage, so you'll leave it plugged in.
And while you're at it, turn off the water supply as well.
We're going to need to get into the console, so you need to use a putty knife here. On the left and right sides, you'll see a clip that holds the console to the cabinet. Slide the putty knife under the console about 1 inch from each end, then push the clip towards the back of the machine, while gently prying up and pulling forward to release one side. You'll need to do the same to the other side, and flip the console over. Next, we need to disconnect the lid switch. Now you'll see 2 brass clips holding the cabinet to the back panel. Use a flatblade screwdriver and push down and release the clips.
Then you can tilt the cabinet down and forward and slide it off the frame.
You can find the valve on the back wall of the washer. Please be very careful here to protect yourself from electric shock, which has the potential to cause serious injuries. Don't ever test live voltage if you're uncomfortable using a multimeter. Before you start testing, use some pliers to remove the hoses and make sure the screens aren't clogged with debris.
If they're clogged, you can use a stiff bristle brush to clean them out.
Also keep in mind that the washer's manufacturer will sometimes give acceptable resistance readings for the valves, but that wouldn't really tell us if the plunger inside the valve has seized up and it's not opening. Remember, if a part is receiving good voltage supply and is still not doing its job, then it would need to be replaced. Make sure the washer is plugged in, the timer is set to a fill setting, and the knob is pulled out. Then set the temperature switch to a warm setting so both valves receive voltage. You'll also keep the multimeter on a VAC setting. The hot water valve will have a brown wire with a red stripe and a white wire going to it. Place the meter probes into the 2 wires. You should get 120 volts AC here. The cold valve will have a yellow wire with a red stripe and a white wire going to it. Test it the same way as you did the hot water valve by placing the probes into the 2 wires. You should have 120 volts AC here also. If you don't have 120 volts AC at the water valves, but you did get 120 volts at the temperature switch, then the temperature switch is the problem and needs to be replaced.
After you're done testing, don't forget to reattach the water lines.
When you're done, you can reinstall the cabinet and flip the console back over.
Reinstall the brass clips and connect the lid switch.
Then slide the tabs into the bottom of the console into the holes in the top of the cabinet. After that, just push down the console till it locks in place and you're done. If you need a replacement water valve, head over to AppliancePartsPros.com to get a new one. Most orders arrive in 2 business days, and we have tons of videos to help you install your new parts. In the meantime, don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons so you'll see our newest videos. Thanks for joining us today. We'll see you next time.